From the Alvin and Rosalie Sarachek studio, PBS Kansas presents Positively Kansas.
It's time for Positively Kansas. Then, can you literally step inside a painting? We'll take you into a world where art leaves the canvas and surrounds you in vibrant color. Vincent van Gogh never set foot in Kansas, but the famous artist's sunflower paintings are right at home here. That's one reason organizers at the Van Gogh Immersive Experience chose Wichita, giving Kansans a chance to step inside the artist's most famous works. Chris Frank takes us inside the experience.
Sunflowers guide the way inside Van Gogh, the Immersive Experience. Sunflowers, a familiar symbol for Kansans and for Vincent van Gogh. A symbol of beauty and hope. From the foyer, his story unfolds on the walls. And soon, in light and color, the artist himself emerges, inviting us into his world.
It just really got better and better, and the immersive light show was wonderful, and yeah.
Modern projection and digital storytelling tools are transforming the way people experience art, bringing Van Gogh's vision to life in ways a traditional museum can't.
Using the modern tools, the digital storytelling aspect, there is technology out there. Why not adapt your story to that technology? Reach out to, the younger generations, that have, they may not be keen on going to museums and just reading text on the walls or, looking at paintings from far away because you cannot touch and there's so much security.
Gotham Channa is Senior Vice President with Exhibition Hub, the company that created the traveling exhibition. He says the show's purpose is to democratize art by bringing art to everyone's level.
As long as you can look at pictures, you are able to enjoy that art that was only available to the folks that would go to big museums around the world.
He says one doesn't need to be an art historian to appreciate this experience.
Once you go delve deeper into the experience, you realize it's a multi-sensory experience with light, sound, motion, interactive pieces, and a lot of things to learn that make the storytelling more natural to today's generation.
It's inside the immersive room where Van Gogh's art seems to come alive. Visitors don't just look at his paintings, they feel as if they're stepping into them. Surrounding projections transform the walls, the ceiling, and even the floor into a 360-degree canvas. Under your feet, a carpet of brightly colored leaves appears. You can walk through them, but they never pile up. There's no raking required. Just the next scene, ready to bloom into view.
The immersive is the showstopper. That's where it leaves you breathless.
When they say Van Gogh Immersive Experience, they mean it. You're surrounded on all sides with his paintings, his images, his story. You're baptized in Van Gogh. Charlotte Keller loves seeing Van Gogh's famous Starry Night painting animated.
I just love that, and especially in the immersive experience. Oh my goodness, that was just phenomenal.
Van Gogh's legacy is forever tied to his paintings of sunflowers.
Sunflowers, it was Van Gogh's thing.
In a letter to his brother Theo, Van Gogh wrote, quote, "The sunflower is mine, in a way," end of quote. Here, the visitor can imagine walking through a sunflower field as it might have been in the late 1880s when Van Gogh painted his sunflowers. In canvas after canvas, he painted them alive in golden bloom, then fading with age, and finally withering away, mirroring life's own cycle.
So a lot of the paintings that you see are from the sad, the mental state that Van Gogh was going through.
The emotions he poured onto his canvases are sometimes felt by visitors here.
Oh, it's beautiful. It made me cry. Yeah, the sunflowers, you can see them progressing through his years, and it gets sadder as he goes and paints them, so they start dying. And it literally made me cry.
Yeah.
Van Gogh is known for the mental issues he suffered from at a time when the world had little understanding of mental illness.
But that's why the short-lived life that he had was not the happiest, but he tried to bring happiness to the world, and you can see that in the paintings.
Historians also say Van Gogh had a poor, simple diet, in part because he sacrificed food in order to pay for art materials.
You know, he created masterpieces that sadly no one bought any of these paintings back then.
Van Gogh died before the world took notice of his paintings.
Right before he died, I believe he could only sell one painting.
Now his best works sell for tens of millions of dollars.
And you know, there was all of these great artworks that he left behind for the world to experience.
I just was in awe. You know, I sat there and I thought, I need to tell people, if they don't know about this, aren't thinking about coming, they really need to see this.
It was very nice. It's what I expected, honestly. I wanted to walk in and be wowed and have a sense of calmness, and that's what I felt like almost through this entire experience. And it's very just zen. It's supposed to make you feel calm when you come in here, and they did it right, yeah.
The Dutch artist moved to Arles, France in 1888 with a dream of starting an artist community. That's where he painted the bedroom set.
The bedroom set, you know, that's, you know, Van Gogh himself, he said it in his words, that is his favorite painting.
Of course, this isn't the painting. This is a recreation of Van Gogh's bedroom at Arles, and it's particularly a favorite place for people to take selfies.
He is the rock star when it comes to art.
And after you think you've seen it all here, you can also experience Van Gogh virtually.
The cherry on top is the virtual reality experience. The VR experience, in my opinion, is so mesmerizing. You are flying through Van Gogh's world. You're in his mind, and you feel the painting as you fly through the paintings.
Van Gogh no doubt dreamed his art would live on beyond him. Now, through the immersive experience, visitors can walk right into his world. This is Chris Frank for Positively Kansas.
The Van Gogh Immersive Experience is in Wichita for a limited engagement, so check their website for dates and times.